All righty. Hey, Christy, today we got a crazy topic. We've been trying to get to this video. Ladies and gentlemen listening, we're going to discuss TikTok. Christy, I'm going to go ahead and start it off that I think it's basically what a lot of people have described it as a parasite, a parasitical, platform, application, however you want to call it. What are your thoughts real quick on TikTok, sis?
I just think that it is a vile and very unhealthy
Mm,
environment. I have not seen. I've seen a few things on there that I like, but I don't like the content on there. I don't like what they stand for. And then delving into some deeper stuff that we can
yeah.
get into later in the video, it's going to shock a lot of viewers whenever you really hear some of the things that TikTok does.
Yes, and there's a lot better expose videos, ladies and gentlemen, y'all can watch. That goes really in depth. I just basically me and Christy both have notes as far as a lot of stuff that we've found out about TikTok. It's actually worse than I've ever imagined. I've always heard people say, "Man, why you on TikTok? It's China spyware. It's this, that, and the third." And it's pretty wild what we found out. So we'll get to that, all that right now. I guess first of all, the moral issues. I'll just say right now, I've seen depravity of the worst kind there. I mean, it's just gotten worse and worse. I just got off right now watching some guy just with the Cash App behind him and basically just begging for money. Not even telling a story, not doing any kind of content, sis. So that's one thing I've noticed about TikTok, that the content morally there's a problem, right? And we're gonna get into the cyber issues, the cybersecurity issues that are really mind blowing. Again, there's better videos that will explain this more, but this is just our take on it. There'll probably be some more videos about TikTok from us. And again, the moral side is what I've seen. People begging for money. Let's talk about that real quick, Christy. Begging for cash. Somebody commented on this video. They muted my comments, but they said that no matter how broke they would get, they would never sit on there and ask for cash. There's a young man that says he has a fiance. I mean, I feel bad for the poor girl. He probably will never marry her, in my opinion. But he's in a hotel on a cash on the live on TikTok, just trying to get money for groceries. Young, healthy looking individual doing a digital panhandle maneuver. That's one thing I've noticed. I mean, I've noticed a lot of people that get on there and just beg for money. It's pretty wild. And go ahead, Christy, what are your thoughts on the digital panhandling aspect of TikTok?
I've seen so much, Nino, that just, first and foremost, I want to say that there are some businesses on there that I do feel like are legit. I really like watching some of the like tumbler making businesses and things like that. But the people that beg for money,
Wow.
there's two guys, and then there's actually two guys on one, and then there's a guy and a girl on another one that take shots of alcohol for whatever gift is associated with that shot of alcohol. They'll do it. They've become obliterated on the lives and have almost gotten into fist fights. And I'm talking about like it's. You could tell that it wasn't scripted. I mean, I really feel like that it's the devil's playground, and that's just my opinion. I've seen people beg for money for so many things, and things that are just absolutely to fake some of the illnesses and things that I've seen on there and beg for money, and you know that it's fake. I think it's disgusting. And I do believe, and this is just my opinion once again, I do believe that a lot of trafficking could be done through this website.
Yeah, we'll get to that here in a moment. Back to the content. I believe also there's no talent required. People get on there and basically lip sync, songs and post, women that are provocative. I mean, these are all gripes here, but we're gonna go ahead and delve into basically how this works, right, y'all? Because we got to speak about that. Whenever I first got TikTok, I would tell my wife, "Look, it's like there's women on my TikTok, right?" And right when I got signed up for, like, just I feel like I was bombarded on my For You page. And real quick, we got to understand that TikTok has a powerful algorithm. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's one of the most powerful ones of them all. Very addicting, highly addictive. Right when you get on there, it just bombards you with content. You really don't even got to search. Have you noticed that, y'all? You just get on there and stuff just starts coming onto your feed. What I found out, sis, we're going to get into this part, is how powerful this algorithm really is. This actual platform is a China-based company, basically, and if you read the terms of service, I don't know if you have that pulled up right now, sis, but basically from the gist of it, from what I've gotten, the research I've done, this information, they can go in there and get, all kinds of info off your phone. And they claim it's used to basically, build up a strong algorithm to give you the best experience on TikTok, right? It basically gives you the best, content that suits the kind of person you are. But they do this by getting a lot of information off your phone. I'm gonna say it right now. I honestly think that TikTok will be banned sooner or later. Trump didn't like it. Biden doesn't like it. A lot of people don't like it. It's banned. I believe in India. I forgot what other countries have already banned TikTok due to cybersecurity threat issues. Ladies and gentlemen, if you just look it up, there's videos about this. TikTok is basically a cyber threat, and supposedly it's a China-owned company, and any company owned in China has to basically give up information. So I even heard that some even have to give up their companies to the communist regime over there. And TikTok had admitted already to giving TikTok information to the Communist Party. So the thing about the cybersecurity, y'all, it's very real. There's a reason why they do want to take the platform off. And to be honest, I'm already predicting that I think TikTok sooner or later will be banned. I don't know when, but indefinitely, I think that's going to be a possibility. Your thoughts, Christy?
I think it's an absolute personal invasion of privacy. They use behavioral technology.
Yes.
To find out what you like by spying on your phone. So if you are constantly looking up new recipes, new gadgets, electronics, whatever, they bombard you with those things that they think that you'll like. And it's been proven that it increases sales for their companies and things like that. Here's the thing, that really, really, really hit me hard is that you don't even have to have a TikTok app for them to track you. They embed TikTok. It says that they embed TikTok trackers called pixels in different websites. Then they use that information to gather things about you. Whatever you have on your phone, even if you never use it on the TikTok site, whatever banking account information you have on there, whatever personal contacts, messages, videos, they have, whenever you agree to sign up with them, they have the access to get into all your photos, your videos, all of your private information without any other permission needed.
And I've heard people say it, and
that's kind of scary.
Yeah, I've heard people say it, and I've said it before, like, hey, if we're on social media, they have all our information. But the thing is, TikTok is a way different animal, a different beast if you actually do the research and not just, get on there and scroll. That's why I think TikTok kind of gets a pass, because people just think, oh, it's just a lip syncing music video, wholesome app, you know what I'm saying? Because the point is, your feed can be way different than my feed, but we'll get to that in a minute. Different kinds of feeds for different kinds of people, perverts included, but God forbid. But anyways, basically, y'all, this thing is pretty deep and pretty wicked if you ask me. But again, the algorithm is so strong because they pull this info from different things in your phone. And again, I said that if they have, I've used that excuse, right? If they if you're online, they have your information. But again, TikTok is different, ladies and gentlemen. It's way different when you really research, how deep it goes with them, building that algorithm for your feed. They pull from so many places, and I told my wife, I said, it's probably why I've gotten some kind of fraudulent stuff on my debit cards here and there. It's probably from these apps, from TikTok, right? So TikTok, y'all, is not in the same category as other applications, everybody. I think you need to be very careful on your children using it and also you using it, and just know that it's not some wholesome app that you think is just, like anything else. It's very powerful, the algorithm, and there's a reason why they bombard you with certain stuff, because they basically have a good digital voodoo doll of you, and they know what you like and dislike. It's pretty wild and pretty crazy. Again, back to what I was saying about the women being bombarded onto my feed. There's an experiment that was done. There's been many people that have done this, but making new TikTok accounts and they said that, putting their age, their sex, their whatever info, that they will be automatically hit with certain, taboo, wicked, sexual, kind of content on a fresh new account. And I even told my wife, I said, I think they know that. I said this before I even knew all this. I said, I think that they know I'm my age. They know, I'm a male, whatever. So they're gonna send certain kind of content to my feed, right? So this has been proven. Also, there's a guy on YouTube. I forgot his name, but he did a very interesting experiment with TikTok. I forgot his name, but he's a big time YouTube guy. I mean, financial guy. He's a Trumper. He's a great guy on social media. He basically, I saw this today actually, sis. Basically, what he did was, he did an experiment from a certain date to a certain date with less followers on TikTok. He would get so many views on his content, right? And he had them listen 100,000 views on 50, 500,000, a million. He had like 9 million views, nine different videos that had 1 million views plus, right? And he had that category. The day that he made a video criticizing China, he said right there that date he had the actual proof. And he had this stuff documented on a very good video. I want to actually do a reaction to it. And he showed his numbers dropped, sis. He no longer, from that point on, he had no 100,000 plus videos. He had no million plus videos when before he criticized China. He had like 9 videos that hit 1 million views. Then he said, well, does my content suck? He compared it to his Instagram and YouTube videos. He had videos doing, I think, 900,000 to 1 million views on a different platform. And on TikTok, with the new shadow ban that he received, it was like 9,000 views, the same content on a different platform. This guy's also predicting that sooner or later that TikTok will be banned due to, the wild connection to China and the Communist Party or whatever, right? It's a security cyber threat. But the point is, ladies and gentlemen, if they can track what you're saying, the content you're making, and push what they want to push and silence what they want to silence, that's the most wicked part. I told my wife and anybody that listen to me, how do they take control? China wants to take control. They have an actual, books on taking control of everything, right? So think about it. I think I told my kids, I forgot. I've been saying this since I've done the research. You might think it's, whatever. You sign your rights away. You give them permission, and you think it's not a big deal. Give them my information. But think about it, ladies and gentlemen. If they want global power, if they want to take over, how do they do it? They do it by data mining, getting our data. And if they can know how so many people, especially Americans, how we think, I mean, all this info that we're giving them, you can't tell me that they can't use that info against us. They could basically control the way we think, what we like, what we don't like. And I'm gonna tell you something else, y'all. TikTok in China is way different than TikTok in America. And I told my little son this, and he's a little 12-year-old boy, but I spoke to him to basically get him to understand this stuff. TikTok in China shows educational stuff, patriotic stuff. Even has the kids ready for a military, war mindset, right? Their TikTok is way different than ours, Christy. Our TikTok is filled with filth. And I saw a video last night of a certain man, 2 black men in the audience that were of a certain lifestyle. And there's a comedian on stage, and that one had 4 million views. And I told my wife, yeah, they promote what they want to promote on this platform, right? So that's the problem. If China or any other wicked superpower has this kind of power to influence the youth of all people, Americans of all people, and use that against us, and they get all of our data, come on, y'all, that right there should, give you some kind of reason to have some caution about this app and apps like it. Go ahead, sis.
Hey, Nino, so I was just going to say, yeah, so some of the research that I did about TikTok and stuff like that, it talked about the growing concern of the information that they're collecting on our minors. So, children under the age of 18. And here's kind of a bullet point list of the things that that TikTok uses. So they use personally identifiable information. So if you have, anything with your social security number, your driver's license number, your insurance identification, anything on there, they collect that. Keystroke patterns. So
yes.
Anything that you type in,
wow.
how you type, they look for keywords and that. Location information based on SIM card and or IP address. So they know exactly where you're located and the things that because they can access everything in your phone through geolocation and all of that. They know the places that you visit, the places you go, the things that interest you, the things that you spend money on. App activity, it shows what apps are on your phone, like if you're into gambling apps, if you're into, social media apps, whatever, browser and search history, they can go into your Google account, into your Yahoo, into whatever, and search all of your history to see, what you've been looking up, what you're doing, what interests you. And then here's the one that was the huge kicker for me, Nino, is biometric information, face and voice print. So if you have that on your phone where you use a fingerprint or your biometrics, like face unlock to unlock your phone, they have that stored and recorded.
What?
Yes. Biometric information, and that's where one of the big things that has really come out about TikTok invasion. They have your fingerprint stored and your facial biometrics.
That's why I never put my fingerprint on my iPhone. Never.
Mm-hmm. So you think so, whenever I was reading all this and kind of trying to dissect all this information, I thought, okay, for me to get in my bank account, I have it set up for a 2-factor verification.
Wow, yeah.
That I have to put in the password,
yeah.
and I have to do fingerprint. They have all that. They have my 2-factor verification just by me having their account.
Wow.
They already know my password to get into stuff, and they know my biometrics. They know my fingerprint, all that. They have all that stored and recorded. And neurologists are extremely concerned about the negative effects on TikTok right now on people's brains and mental health.
Yes.
It has shown that it's a huge lead in depression, suicide, and that it's changing people's brain. Yeah, that it's changing people's brain chemistry.
Let's get to that real quick. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, I even told my son this. If a superpower or evil country wants to infiltrate us or take us down, how would they do it? Like I said, they have 2 different TikToks. Their TikTok in China is nothing like our TikTok. I have it right here. It shows
their TikTok is ByteDance, right?
No, yeah, that's the company that owns it. But their TikTok, I'm just saying, their TikTok shows a whole different it's different content than our wicked content, right?
Oh,
but
yeah, absolutely.
The point is, it's rapid digestion, it's infinite scrolling. All this stuff is to dumb us down, right? That's what I told my son. If they want to take us out or take over, how do they do it? By making us dumber, by giving us the TikTok that's promotes degeneracy and wickedness and filth. So you're right, sis. People are making up, or not making up, but people are pointing out that this has a detrimental effect. Most users, on average, use TikTok for 80 minutes a day. Some use it into multi-hours, in the day that they'll use TikTok. But the point is, the way the content's given to us, the way the algorithm learns, you don't even got to like a post. My wife even said she's very careful with what she likes, because if she likes something, it'll start popping up on her feed, certain content. So, but not just that though. It can figure out how many seconds you've been on a video looking at it. If you went back to it, all this stuff, they have your info. That's how they build that strong algorithm to give you that kind of content on your feed. You might have a feed that's way different than someone else's. Someone that's into, we're gonna dive into this here in a minute, but someone that's into certain things is gonna have that kind of certain feed on theirs, even if it's, how do I say it here? Even if it's, degenerate wickedness, an old pervert looking at young, I would say it like that, basically, right? So, but you're right. The behavioral aspect of this, and not just this though, sis, all social media, right? It's really has a bad effect on our children, even on us. Let's be honest. We don't post the worst on social media, right? We just post the best, or some of us keep it really real and we post a lot of stuff, right? But the point is, social media paints a picture of people, what people want to paint, right? It's not real. I've been starting to believe it's like everything's fake. Everything is fake, that especially on social media. That's why the grass is not always greener on the other side, but that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother another day. But the point is, TikTok, the feed, the algorithm, China, there's so many things that add up to this actual app, being, very, very detrimental to society, to America. Let's go to that real quick, sis. Oh, no, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say, so that one of the companies that has really spoken out about how dangerous TikTok is Apple.
Wow.
Apple researchers announced and put out statements that TikTok deliberately spies on its users. And so have many other companies, and has talked about how it targets
Wow.
children and how it's just a cover, like the content that's on there and things like that is just a cover so that the Chinese government can spy on us. And like you said a minute ago,
Yeah.
what is the best way for to allow another company that wants to take over
Global
everything globally to
domination.
do it?
Yeah.
Right. Shut down your bank accounts, shut down
Wow.
your credit, shut down, everything that they have access now. Apple said shut down. Apple's statement was shut down your TikTok. Tell your family to shut down your TikTok. And if you're a parent,
Wow.
do not allow your child to ever
See,
have TikTok.
and it's wild, right? Government agencies, i.e., the Pentagon, they don't allow any employee to have it on their government phone, and they also tell the employee to tell their they strongly advise for their children not to have TikTok on their phones, right? So it's bad all the way around. I want to go ahead and pivot to what I was talking about earlier, sis. I did not know about this. I do not see this on my feed. But imagine a child predator, right?
Mm-hmm.
They can have a field day on TikTok. Let's go to this subject, Christy. There's actual videos. There's people on YouTube that make videos that have actually exposed this, but there's a whole nother realm, sis, that I didn't know about because, of course, feeds are different. But people have made TikToks and they show basically, y'all. I didn't think about this till I saw this, but this is like, how can I say this without being too vulgar here? They have videos or they have lives of young girls, even under
Mm-hmm.
18, that are basically doing things for gifts. Okay, what can you equate this to? You think about the word in your own mind. I'm not going to say it on here, but basically, grown men, perverts, are sitting there and tipping girls, some underage, with gifts. A gift is, basically, monetary, a gift, a flower, rainbow, whatever they are. But basically, you're giving them money. Okay, they have code words, right? Fit check, basically show your stomach. What's the other word? The code word here is outfit check. You forgot something. They turn around and walk. Basically, this has become for some perverts a place where they can go and watch and tip young girls, right? And give them cash and tips for basically giving them a show. I'm trying to watch my words here, but I did not
It
know
goes
about this,
even,
Christy.
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Christy. It's
It just
wild.
goes, yeah, it goes so much deeper than even that, So it's been proven that there are people that set these accounts up with these underage children and make them do these shows. But then there's ways to even bid on these children outside of these
Wow.
shows. Um, and so I don't know if you, and I'm sure you do, but Anonymous, that is the one that has been responsible for hacking into a lot of banks and hospital software and things like that. Whenever it comes through and, like you'll see it on the news or whatever, and it says, Anonymous took credit for
Yeah.
this data breach or whatever. Here's exactly what I don't respect them. I don't respect anybody that gets other people's information. But Anonymous themselves tweeted, many child trafficking and organized crime networks are now exposing their bot networks through this app. It is. It absolutely is just. It's a place to. It's a digital. It's a digital. How do I say this
I know,
without
right?
getting in trouble? Yeah, it's a digital way to
Traffic.
buy minor customers
Wow.
through an app.
And they specifically
It's absolutely
they
wicked.
specifically said TikTok.
Yes, yes, TikTok, yes,
Why
yes.
why TikTok though? Because of the everybody's using it. They got young users. Why is it TikTok?
Because it's not really governed by anybody.
Wow.
It. I mean, the Chinese own it. Trump wanted it gone. I mean,
Even
he
Biden.
talked.
There's talks about it getting banned. We'll go to that in a minute. Go ahead, sis. I'm sorry. We'll go to that in a minute.
Yeah, I mean, there's no government over it, because
Good point.
every different country runs it. It says it really talks in here that how the Chinese government, um, it says right here, Chinese government plays behind the scenes, just like the close inspection of them, because they are a communist country. They absolutely control what is allowed to be
Yes.
seen or posted on there. It says that the Western countries, um, because we allow so much that it's not nothing is really governed. I mean, who watched code words? I'm owned by China, so who knows these code words? Who knows, what's going on behind the scenes? Nobody's governing this.
Wow. Everybody listening, y'all. The point is, this thing it's a deep rabbit hole. TikTok is wild, and yes, I am on TikTok. I go viral over there, but I really don't like it over there. I think it's a degenerate app. It poses security, cyber threats, right? Perverts. I mean, this app's has all the kids on it, all the minors. Hey, I'm for free speech, right? But if something like this is promoting, is actually a real cyber threat. If you look it up, don't just have your head in the sand, ladies and gentlemen. If anything, I want this video to basically get you to think and at least do some research.
Inform people.
Yes,
Yep.
you know what? This is what a lot of people have been warning us about. It's not just a crazy Facebook post or someone telling you, yeah, TikTok's a Chinese app. It is. It is owned by certain companies that are, under the thumb of the communist regime in China. So the CCP, whatever you want to call them, I heard that they can even take companies, like I said earlier. But basically, the point is, y'all, we just wanted to make this video. We're going to make more to expose this. Like the Bible says, we're going to expose wickedness. But this is just a tip of the iceberg. There's way better videos, y'all, that actually delve into different aspects of different topics that we have brought up tonight. But the point is, y'all, at least be informed. At least know what your children are doing. At least research or ask questions or just think about what we're telling you. We're not telling you what to do. To be honest, like my wife said, hey, you know what? It's really, at the end of the day, it's the person that's using the app. It's their responsibility, what they watch, what they entertain. And yes, I do agree. But at the same time, this app can actually be a weapon used against the American people. And I obviously believe there's a lot of things here that point out it is. The moral issue, the children, the minors, the cyber threats, the invasion of privacy, the China connection. I mean, Trump didn't like it. Biden don't like it. There's a lot of issues with TikTok, ladies and gentlemen. Just the way it affects you, the way you consume the content, the way you can spend hours upon hours watching content that, to be honest, not creative, meaningless, unfulfilling, wicked. There's a lot of problems with the content, but there's a lot more other problems with the whole app in general that I think we need to pay attention to. Final words, Christy, go ahead.
I was just going to say, you think of the liberal mindset and how accepting they are of so many things for them to have a problem with this.
Yeah.
And I will tell you this, that it says that TikTok is a very invasive application that poses a substantial privacy risk. It says that that the data collection from TikTok goes so much deeper than any other platform such as Facebook or Instagram. So, it's a scary thing.
Yeah, it totally is. And again, I believe, like many people are predicting, I think TikTok will be banned sooner or later. And to that, I say good. I'm glad, because another thing besides that, I just see old ladies, grown men. I mean, I see all kinds of people on there that are just doing the most stupidest things. And again, this is my personal opinion, but I'll be glad when the app is totally gone. Again, being a creator, right? Being someone that tries to put out thought-provoking content, to get on there and see people that go viral for the most stupidest things. I mean, it's annoying. These people are annoying. Like, I've seen grandmothers on there rapping, acting, drinking wine and acting a total fool. And again, I'm probably going off on a tangent, but just the content I've seen on TikTok is very discouraging and gives me a bleak outlook for the future. Christy, with that, we're going to go and wrap it up. Ladies and gentlemen, do your own research. Figure out if TikTok's right for you. Fact check us. Go look this stuff up yourself. TikTok for me, sis, is a no-go. Yes, it has. I mean, there is. It's not all bad, right? There is some funny content. You know, most content is going to other platforms from TikTok, but there's a reason, y'all. There's a price people are paying to go viral. I mean, the most regular people will go viral over there. Why? Because the algorithm is loose. It's loose for a reason, you know. And the people that I see go viral are doing the most uncreative, dumbest, and most mindless things, yet they're pushed up there on the algorithm, ladies and gentlemen. So with that, Christi, thanks for joining me here on our talk tonight, sis. You got anything you want to say before we end this video?
Nope, just keep your eyes open and watch what your children are doing and watch what's going on. You know, make sure that you keep yourself and your children secure.
Amen. With that, you're an American, you're a patriot, you got grit, act like it. God bless.